Fork dismantling procedure. Use 30 mm double-end spanner to remove fork cap nut. Remove fork cap nut along with O-ring. Remove spacer tube from fork assembly. Remove washer from fork assembly. Remove main spring from fork assembly. Remove fork oil from fork tube and store it in clean container. Pump the fork oil holding upside down to remove the oil from the assembly. Insert the special tool into the fork inner tube to lock the piston head. Place the fork assembly upside down and use 8 mm Allen key to remove 1 number piston head lock bolt. Remove the special tool along with the piston assembly. Remove rebound spring along with piston from the special tool. Use a connector to remove the dust seal from fork assembly. Remove oil seal stopper from fork assembly. Remove the inner tube with oil seal and guide bush from the fork outer tube. Remove fork oil lock piece from fork tube. Remove the oil seal from the fork inner tube. Remove big washer from fork inner tube. Remove slide bush from inner tube. Fork assembling procedure. Fix rebound spring along with piston on the special tool. Place the fork inner tube over the piston. Insert the lock piece over the piston head. Place the fork outer tube upside down over the piston and inner tube. Fix the Allen bolt with new copper washer to the lock piece. Use 8 mm Allen key to tighten 1 number piston head lock bolt and apply torque of 25 Nm. Remove the special tool from the fork assembly. Assemble guide bush in the inner tube. Assemble big washer in the fork inner tube. Assemble the oil seal in the fork inner tube. Use oil seal driver to install the oil seal to the fork tube. Assemble oil seal stopper in the fork assembly. Assemble the dust seal in the fork assembly using oil seal driver. Assemble the main spring in the fork assembly. Place the fork assembly vertically and pour the exact recommended quantity of fork oil. Fork oil change period 20,000 kilometers or 24 months, whichever is earlier. Pump the fork inner tube for 25 to 30 times. Keep the fork assembly in rest for 30 minutes to get the oil settled down. Use the vernier caliper to check the depth of the oil, that is air gap from the top of the surface. Air gap value to be maintained as per the table. If the gap is more, then pour more oil to maintain the gap. If the gap is less, remove the excess oil to maintain the gap. Ensure recommended air gap is maintained in the inner tube. Assemble washer to the fork assembly. Assemble spacer tube to the fork assembly. Assemble cap nut in the fork assembly. Use 30 mm double-end spanner to tighten the fork cap nut.